Students, check your messages on Zoom.
Delhi ground, Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo, 12345 54321. How do you read?
Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo, Mumbai ground. Radio 4. Speak louder.
Delhi ground, Victor Tango, Sierra number India, performing pre-flight radio check. 12345 54321. How do you read?
Victor Tango Sierra November India, Mumbai ground. Radio 3. Say again all.
Delhi ground, Victor Tango, Sierra number India, performing pre-flight disregard. Delhi ground, Victor Tango, Sierra number India, performing pre-flight radio check. 12345 54321. How do you read?
Victor Tango Sierra November India, Mumbai ground. I don't think we say performing pre-flight checks. So yeah,
Assumption.
try to use accurate calls.
Yes, sir.
Students, please be in the element, be in the zone. Imagine yourselves in the PIC seat in an aircraft. Think of it as a live experience right now. Think of it that you're actually talking to ATC. You're doing your pre-flight checks. You have done your walk around. You're preparing the aircraft for departure. It could be a Boeing 737. It could be a Boeing 787. It could be Airbus 320, Airbus 321. It could be a Cessna. It could be another aircraft used while training. It could be an ATR 72. Most commonly used aircrafts. It could be a DA-40. It could be an Embraer. So put yourself in that situation. Calls are very realistic. A simulated environment is created in the exam. We all know it. So try and avoid mistakes.
Delhi ground, Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot Kilo, pre-flight radio check, 12345 54321. How do you read?
Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot Kilo, Delhi ground, Radio 5. How do you read?
Radio 5, Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot Kilo.
Roger, Mumbai ground.
Delhi Tar, Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta, readability check. 12345 54321. How do you read?
No response for 5 to 10 seconds will mean that we have to check our ATC. Maybe we are calling the wrong ATC.
Delhi Tower, Victor Tango, Romeo Uniform Delta. Delhi Ground, Victor Tango, Romeo Uniform Delta. Delhi Approach, Victor Tango, Romeo Uniform Delta.
Try to
Delhi Tower,
recall which ATC is talking to you. Right now, I have used that ATC's call sign. So you'll communicate with that ATC only.
Mumbai Ground, Victor Tango, Romeo Uniform Delta.
Station calling, say again.
Mumbai Ground, Victor Tango, Romeo Uniform Delta.
Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta, Mumbai ground.
Readability check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you read?
So over here, when we first established contact, when the station is raised, after raising the station, we have to start with W1, W2, and then say why we are calling. You cannot just say readability check, then we don't know whom you are calling. So you have to say Mumbai ground, Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta, pre-flight radio check. Focus on the question. The question says perform pre-flight checks. In RT, that pre-flight check is called pre-flight radio check and pre-flight cell call check. Pre-flight radio check is done on VHF and pre-flight cell call check is done on HF. So you have to use the right keywords. You cannot just confuse yourselves thinking, okay, it's pre-flight check, I'll take readability check. No, readability check is not a part of pre-flight check. Readability check can be done anytime when you want to check the readability with a station. Till now, we are in blind. Understand? I have not yet turned on my camera, so we are not thinking we are on Zoom right now. We are thinking that we are on radio communication frequencies. Imagine the frequency you're speaking with Mumbai right now is 1 to 1 decimal niner. Imagine we all are using radio equipment and tuned to 1 to 1 decimal niner. So there can only be one ATC right now. So this is called presence of mind. This is why most of the mistakes are made. So everybody focus. These pointers are important. If the question says perform pre-flight checks, you have to focus on pre-flight radio check on VHF and on HF. If you're doing, if HF is on board, if there is a cell call code, then you'll also perform a pre-flight cell call check post this. Is everybody following? Kindly acknowledge.
Affirms Victor Tango Sierra number India.
Affirm Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot Kilo.
Affirm Victor Tango, Romeo Uniform Delta.
Everyone verbal acknowledgements. Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo Mumbai ground. Kindly acknowledge. Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo Mumbai ground. Kindly acknowledge.
Radio 3, Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo.
Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo Mumbai ground. How do you read?
Radio 5, Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo.
Students, one more thing, please understand anything that you have to acknowledge within 5 seconds or faster. All right? Before we start with the mock exam, we'll continue with this blind simulation. I'm going to share 4 questions for each of the stations connected right now. And you will be giving me calls as per that. And I'll give you some guidance. And after that, we'll start our mock exam practice. First mock will be done by Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta. And after that, we'll do Victor Tango Sierra November India. Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo and Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot Kilo. Kindly observe and make notes. Have you understood?
Affirm, sir.
Affirm. Victor Tango Sierra November India.
Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot Kilo.
Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot Kilo, we cannot give one call in two parts. If you said a half call and then somebody else said, then when you're connecting again, you'll give the whole call.
Sir, I got sneezed, that's why I muted that.
Say again.
Sir, my throat is not well right now, that's why I took a pause.
That's okay. I'm just teaching. You can just follow. It's fine. You don't have to speak much any which ways. I'm just sharing instructions and let me know if you followed it or not, students, please.
Affirm, sir. Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot Kilo.
Uh, Victor Tango Sierra November India, Victor Tango Bravo Alpha Romeo has just joined. Can you please brief on what we are going to do so that he's in loop while I share questions on the screen?
Affirm. Victor Tango Sierra November India.
Kindly first do a readability check with that station and raise that station and then tell. And Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo, you check if Victor Tango Sierra November India is giving proper instructions. If he misses something out, then you please supplement.
Victor Tango Bravo Alpha Romeo. Victor Tango Sierra November India. How do you read?
Radio 5, Victor Tango Sierra November India.
Victor Tango Bravo Alpha
Victor
Romeo.
Tango, correction, standby. Victor Tango Sierra November India, standby. Bhargav, please recall how to give calls. Somebody is raising a station, you'll use W1, W2, and then give answer. And you cannot use the other person's call sign. You use the other person's call sign ending your reply. You have to use your call sign. So give yourself some time and recall everything. Remember, transmission aspects are also important for written exam. Okay, go ahead with the practice, students.
Victor Tango Bravo Alpha Romeo. Victor Tango Sierra November India. So today we are going to do a practice mock. First, Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta will do the practice mock. After that, Victor Tango Sierra November India will uh, proceed with a practice mock. And Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo and Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot Kilo are advised to uh, observe this mock.
Roger, Victor Tango Bravo Alpha Romeo. Sir,
Roger. Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot Kilo.
Yeah, please go ahead. Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo, please give more information if something was left out.
Everything was said. Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo.
Bhargav, you were saying something, please ask.
actually, I was recalling everything, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Uh, Fazan and Bhargav, for you, the whole point of inviting you to class is so that you can reset yourselves in the mojo of studies, recall everything that you have studied in RT so far, have some interaction, have some motivation, however it will help, so that you can continue with targeted studies and practice after this session. So please be
Roger.
involved, and any questions you can drop message in the chat box. I won't be making you all practice much after these initial pre-flight checks. So Faizan, don't worry about your throat. Just 1 or 2 calls, that's it. Bhargav, you also at least reply in RT. Anytime when I make a correction or tell you all that this is not right, this is how you have to do it, please make a note of it so that you all can study it later. Remember, these errors are made by our mind, even after having studied something. So these errors could happen again and again. So make a note of it, train your mind to not do it, and you will see that you are much better in practice. So don't just listen and say, okay, work on it and make sure that the mistake is avoided and the correct thing is learned. And if you still cannot follow, then discuss with me, discuss questions, etc., etc.
Affirm, sir. Victor Tango Bravo Alfa Romeo.
Affirm, sir. Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot Kilo.
Mumbai ground, Victor Tango Sierra number India radio 1.
Thank you. Very warm welcome, students. Very good afternoon. And I think we all are in the same time zone. If not, then good morning and good evening. So, the practical exam for some students can be a little challenging, but we have to ensure that we focus on the main aspect, which is communication. So, communication requires language. We know we are studying RT as a language. Every language has certain grammar, certain rules, certain regulations, and this is what we have learned over the course of our training. Some students are not able to clear the exam because of lack of experience, but the exam does not require experience. So it is doable even without experience. There you have to put yourself in a position where you imagine that your first solo is given to you in your training flight phase or a training flight training phase, that is. What will you do? Will you say, no, sir, I don't want to take my first solo. I won't do my first takeoff. 100% of all solos are successful. Do you know that? No matter how many accidents have happened during flight training, none of them has happened on the first solo. Why does that happen? That happens because it is our long sought dream to fly, and we have worked hard to reach there. Even engineering students have to give the exam with the perspective of the pilot. So if you can do it in the first solo, which has a 100% safety record, then you can do it in your first attempt of the exam or upcoming attempt of the exam also. But because you don't have the external push, external risk of being in an actual live environment, handling the actual aircraft, the motivation of actually being in a live aircraft, flying, being in air, feeling the G forces, feeling the lightness, all those things will somewhere help your mind pick up. Here we don't have the liberty of that kind of experience, but still it is expected to study to clear, which we can, which many students do. It's all about what you do in those 30 minutes. So have that confidence and sense of responsibility and perform it in every session. Every session, as in if today you're doing a mock session, then do the performance in the mock session. Think that, okay, I have controls in my hand. Don't just think that, okay, I have a pen and paper taking calls. No. Keep the pen paper aside. Have something that you can hold on to. If it's a Boeing, then both hands. To communicate, there is a switch, PTT button. If it's an Airbus, left hand. All other aircrafts, two hands. Imagine there's a headset like this. You cannot rest your hands anywhere. On desk, we rest our hands and study. So it's completely opposite to the realistic experience. But now that is gone. Now we have to focus and apply all those things, a little bit of imagination, which might boost your thinking and your presence of mind in the examination. It's all basic psychology that we, if apply, we get results. For students who have done with their studies importantly. Okay, remember these points. I'm sharing 3 questions on screen. One by one, I'll take call signs and you'll answer those calls. And I've shared a small flight plan also on the screen. And after that, note down your feedback. And after that, we will do our exam practice. Bhargav and Faizan, please, you can just make notes, observe, chill, relax, and study. I won't be making you go through calls. And anything you have doubts on, just put it on Zoom chats.
Affirm,
Everybody
sir.
focus on the
Victor Tango, Mike Foxtrot Kilo.
very good. Focus on the flight plan. There are half elements available in the flight plan right now. Let's pinpoint what are those partial elements which are very important. Location indicator for Mumbai. This is departure. This is my destination. Location indicator for Delhi. Route given to me is Quebec Niner. It's an area nav route, a thick solid black line. And cruising altitude given to me is flight level 330. Type of aircraft is Airbus 320. Special handling is VVIP on board. Many students miss out on special handling in their startup calls. Aircraft call sign Air India 9017. And one important thing mentioned here is flight level, correction, cell call code. It means we might have HF calls. This much information should be enough. What all ATCs are available? You have Mumbai Tower. You don't have Mumbai ground mentioned in the flight plan. So Mumbai Tower, approach control. Mumbai radio. So I can make a note of what all ATCs are available. Clear? Questions? You don't have to write your calls. Okay, imagine holding the control column. One by one, I'll take a call sign and within 5 seconds, you'll give me a call. First call, Victor Tango, Sierra November, India.
Mumbai radio, Victor. Mumbai radio, Air India 917, disregard. Mumbai radio, Air India 917, requests pre-flight cell call check, primary Alpha 145, cell call code. Sorry, I didn't write down.
Any time a flight plan is shared in class on screen, you have to make a note of it. You have to make a note of it in your book. Why are you not doing it? I'm surprised. And this is not how you'll give calls. You're still not imagining yourself in the cockpit. Everybody take a picture if you have to. Put your phones on your focus mode without disturbance. How long does it take to write these elements down? Giving you 5 seconds to note it down quickly, everyone. Okay, I hope everybody's got the information.
Affirm.
Now, Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo, you will take the call. Question number 1.
Mumbai Radio, Air India 917, stand 2, on secondary 818283, pre-flight cell call check cell call Alpha Bravo Delta Echo.
Air India 9017, Mumbai Radio. Checking cell call Alpha Delta Bravo Echo.
Negative, I say again, check cell call Alpha Bravo Delta Echo with Air India 917.
Air India 9017, Mumbai Radio. Checking cell call Alpha Bravo Delta Echo.
Cell call okay, changing to primary 717273, Air India 917. Mumbai Radio, Air India 917, on primary 717273, check cell call.
Air India 9017, Mumbai Radio. Checking cell call Alpha Bravo Echo Delta.
Negative, I say again, check cell call Alpha Bravo Delta Echo, Air India 917.
Checking cell call Alpha Bravo Delta Echo, Mumbai ground. Correction, Mumbai Radio.
Cell call okay, Air India 917.
Okay, that was a good call. What I can advise students is that when you open with your first call, have a lot of energy. Remember, understand, it's your first flight. Pilots are always not overactive, but highly active, right? And they have some sort of flair to them, some sort of, I wouldn't say style, but some sort of attitude that differentiates things. You can use that. Okay, you are a professional now. So you can start feeling like that. All right. It was a good call. I think you just missed saying standby to Mumbai Radio, and you didn't get a response from Radio when you were switching to primary. So if somebody has to find an error, then they would find an error here. So everything was perfect. You increased your rate of speech also later on. That was very good. You were very clear, very quick. Amazing. Start was a little underconfident, but you pulled it across. Good use of hypothetical frequencies. Here should have said cell call OK, changing to primary. Standby, Air India 9017. Then ATC would have said standing by, Mumbai radio. Then you could have just continued with the way you gave calls. After tuning into primary, you do not need to say the frequency or the cell call code. You can just say on primary, check cell call. Otherwise, it was good, but you have to ask ATC to stand by and wait for you. So that was missing. Please make a note of it. Otherwise, it was a very good call. Students, note down the script. Rudar, have you noted down the script for cell call check?
Affirm. Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta.
I'll be making you do it in your next mocks. If you have any questions, please ask, okay? This is how we'll be doing passive learning for you for important things. So we will discussing the calls that I want to show you via performing them here. So learn them here itself and at a level of accuracy. It should not be like you're asked to do a pre-flight check and you did a readability check. Now start aligning yourself to this level of focus and seriousness, and we'll have it till the day of exams. And you'll see the difference. You'll get a boost in your scores for 20 to 30%. Question number 2, pushback and startup, Victor Tango, Sierra, November, India.
Mumbai ground.
Sorry, I'm so sorry. Information that is not there, like persons on board, parking information.
That can be random.
Hypothetical, yes.
Yeah, hypothetical. Mumbai ground, Air India 9017 on stand 05. Persons on board 125. Information Bravo. Through security check. VVIP on board. Request priority startup and pushback. Mumbai ground, Air India 9017.
Air India 9017 Mumbai ground. Standby for pushback and startup.
Stand by for pushback and startup, Air India 9017.
Okay, so it was not perfect. I don't
Sir.
think we should go ahead with it. Why? Because first we perform pushback and then we do startup.
Yes, sir. Because
should say
in
request.
question it was written startup and pushback. That's why I
That
said.
was to check whether you can do the right thing or you can blindly follow the mistake that is given.
Oh, okay, sir.
Yeah, so sometimes, come on, get a hint, students. I
Affirm, sir.
mean, you know it's pushback and startup. So first ask for pushback and startup.
Affirm, sir.
Second thing, don't say request priority startups. It's pushback and startup on priority.
Affirm.
And security check cleared. And you can also mention students, we can also mention IFR Mumbai to Delhi, Quebec Niner, flight level 330. That information can also be given in your calls. It just makes the startup call sound much better. So make your calls wholesome. A lot of emphasis was given to the preposition on, conjunction on, not needed. Because it's your first call, mistakes are evident. Examiners, me, if we can understand looking at listening a call that okay, it could be better, it could be different, it could be perfect, then you should also feel like that from now on, students. So that would keep you a step ahead.
Affirm. Victor Tango Sierra November India.
And when you're told to stand by, why are you just saying stand by, pushback and start, stand by for pushback and startup Arena 9017? Are you asking me to stand by? Are we asking the ATC to stand by?
Negative.
So they have asked us to stand by and we have to say standing by. So these are small errors that are considered as major errors in the exam. So many students are told that the examiners tell us to not use standby. This is the this is the example of where you're not required to use standby. Instead, you say standing by. You say what you are doing. It is very important that we focus on this. These things have been discussed time and again. We cannot do that mistake. So somebody asks you to stand by, you'll just say standing by for pushback and startup, Air India 9017. How difficult is it? Think about it. Why are we not doing it? Are we afraid? Are we still afraid of taking calls? Then let go of the fear, students. There's nothing to fear. It's the most easiest thing in the world. It's easier than flying. I won't say it was a bad call, but it could be perfect. Victor Tango Romeo India, correction. Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta, you give this call. Question number 2.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 917 at stand Victor 1. IFR Mumbai to Delhi, security check completed. People on board 180, request priority pushback and startup due to VVIP on board. Information Charlie.
Air India 9017, Mumbai Tower, read you to say again all, speak slower.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 917 at stand Victor 1. IFR Mumbai to Delhi, security check completed. People on board 180, request priority pushback and startup due to VVIP on board. Information Charlie.
Air India 9017, Mumbai Tower, pushback and startup not approved.
Pushback and startup not approved. Request reason Air India 917.
Air India 9017, Mumbai Tower, pushback and startup not approved due traffic, expect delay to 5 minutes.
Pushback and startup not approved. Expect delay to 5 minutes. Unable to take delay due to VVIP on board. Request pushback and startup on priority. Air India 917.
Air India 9017, Mumbai Tower, Roger, standby.
Air India 917.
It was a good effort. In the end, ATC told you to stand by, so you say standing by. Acknowledge. Just acknowledge what they have said. Say standing by and then end with your call sign.
Affirm. Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta.
Otherwise, it was a good call. When you gave a readback, pushback and startup not approved due traffic, expect delay to 5 minutes. You could have said the whole thing. Readbacks are very important to be given as received, exactly as received. So we could have said Victor Tango, correction, Mumbai, correction, pushback and startup not approved due traffic, unable to take delay of 5 minutes due VVIP on board. Request pushback and startup on priority. That was good. Very good. Pace, I think everybody uses this pace. You seem like you're in a rush. You can reduce the rush a little and keep up the pace. Like slight 5-10% reduction in your call rate of speech could avoid any potential mistakes, is what I feel. Otherwise, it is good. Just acknowledge that standby thing. Don't miss out on any acknowledgements. And it's not people on board. We have to go with the call out of abbreviations as per the doc 8400, as per the abbreviations given in our rule books. So I think it's persons on board, not even passengers on board. So you have to go with the accurate terms, otherwise they'll strike out some marks. And don't say at stand Victor 1, you can simply say stand Victor 1. That's it. Otherwise, it was a good call. Good job, Rudher. I can see you have studied. Now, keep up that quality. Don't miss out on acknowledgements and try to be thorough with your abbreviations. We have an abbreviations doc through Google Drive. On that doc, there are dedicated abbreviations for radio telephony. At least go through them twice so that you know and strike out or make note of the most commonly used terms in our RT from the book and make sure that we are thorough with our abbreviations. Following, I hope you're making note of everything. Aircraft in concern, kindly acknowledge.
Affirm Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta.
Affirm, following. Yes, sir, following proper acknowledgements. Okay, last call. Victor Tango, Sierra, November, India. I hope you remember the question. Remember, you will be given, what do we say? You will be given aerodrome layout as well, students. So your taxi related calls will be as per that aerodrome layout. And if something is blocked on your taxiway, you could look at that aerodrome layout and find for alternate taxiways. And also remember, we should know how to call out the reciprocal of a runway. If some end of the runway is not available, we should check if we have an alternate runway, reciprocal, whatsoever. So a lot of presence of mind has to be going on there. Okay, please start Victor Tango Sierra November India.
Mumbai ground, Air India 9017, Abim stand 05, request taxi instructions. Mumbai ground, Air India 9017.
Check your ATC. I also gave verbal briefing to which ATCs are there.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 917, Abim stand 05, request taxi instructions.
Air India 9017, Mumbai Tower. Taxi via taxiway Charlie 2. Turn right for Lima 3. Turn left for taxiway Sierra 1. Hold short runway 09er on Sierra 1.
Taxi via taxiway Charlie 2. Turn right for Lima 3. Turn left for taxiway Sierra 1. Hold short runway 09er on Sierra 1. Air India 9017.
Roger, Mumbai Tower. I think you made the call sign mistake even in your earlier call. I missed saying it. So remember, mistakes can be made in a lot of areas. We have to be 100% accurate in all areas.
Affirm, sir.
Kindly comply with your call. The question says request and comply, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 917 at taxiway Charlie 2, turning right for Lima 3.
Air India 9017, Mumbai Tower. Say again, unable to locate you on taxiway Charlie 2.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 917 at taxiway Charlie 2, turning right for Lima 3.
Air India 9017, Mumbai Tower. Confirm taxiing on taxiway Charlie 2.
Affirm, Air India 917.
Roger, Mumbai Tower.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 917 on Lima 3, turning left for taxiway Sierra 1.
Air India 9017, Mumbai Tower. Hold short of taxiway intersection before Sierra 1. Give way to training aircraft passing from left to right. Report once clear of taxiing aircraft. Cessna 172 from left to right.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 917. Say again, all.
Now this moment is very critical. You are already saying that you're taking left and ATC is asking you to hold short on Lima, hold position on Lima 3. So you cannot just say again because you're already saying you're going to turn.
Affirm, sir.
Earlier also you said you are on Charlie 2 and you're turning for Lima 3 and ATC is saying I cannot see you on Charlie 2 because you're no more on Charlie 2. You have completed Charlie 2, you're turning. So you should say I'm on Lima 3 now. Turn is completed.
Affirm, sir.
Because
Got
your
it.
call is putting you in that position where everything is going fast. It's a VVIP aircraft, so on priority your taxi could be expeditious. So if ATC is saying something, then you have to acknowledge properly. This is how examiners would be like, okay, the calls are good, but presence of mind is not there. If the same happens in each situation, so we might think that, oh, I don't know why I failed. Now here, if you at an urgent situation like this, it's okay to say again, but the whole call, like you will miss holding position. You could have heard at least something in that call. You could have heard some partial thing in that call. If you heard that much, at least you give a readback of that and ask for say again after something. Or if you just don't hear anything, then you could say read you once, say again all. But this is a critical point now. We have given taxi clearance to the training aircraft, and if you will enter, they will be behind you and they will get your jet blast or they will come reciprocal, whichever turns are given to you and them. They are coming from left to right, and you are also going to go left. So it could be a head-on collision then. Problem is not collision at a low speed, problem is the engine suction also
Affirm.
for the jet engine. So examiner will get angry at the situation. Air traffic controller will also get angry. They'll be like, okay, instead you can say on taxiway Lima 3 approaching taxiway Sierra 1. So that they know, okay, you're approaching, then you can say turning left. Or here, at least when you're saying you're turning left, maybe ATC is watching you. ATC realizes that you have not turned. ATC is suddenly asking you to hold position. And then you're like, I don't know what you said, please say again. By the time everything is gone. So come on, show some responsibility there, students. And if you certainly think that I don't understand anything ATC said, I want a read back, then say read you one, experiencing interference, say again all. So this is how you will justify if you don't have any other option but have to ask for say again. How students? Mumbai Tower, India 917, experiencing interference. Say again all. Interference, Q code, interference from any other aircraft transmitting while you were listening or transmitting. If ATC is transmitting and somebody by mistake presses PTT and let goes, ATC might not realize second, 2 second, 3 second interruption, but you did. So that is QRM, Q code for interference because of other people. So justify. If you don't justify, if you just carelessly say again, and you do not talk about your present position also, so this is very dangerous thing happening right now. Now it was a mistake of a training flight coming, but we are trying to manage things, but we need a senior PIC to be aware. So people will take you by surprise in the examination. You have to be prepared. Do not just think that everything will go with whatever I have mugged up. No, be in the moment and do things. This is an important lesson for everyone. Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta, Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo, Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot Kilo, Sierra November India, Victor Alpha Romeo. Are we following? Remember, these little things are very important.
Following Victor Tango Mike Foxtrot Kilo.
Affirm Victor Tango Sierra November India.
So we'll resume from that point. Give your call, continue. You are on Lima 3 right now. Continue from there, compliance.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 917 on Lima 3 approaching taxiway Sierra 1.
Air India 917, Mumbai Tower. Hold short of intersection of taxiway Lima 3 and taxiway Sierra 1. Give way to training aircraft Cessna 172 taxiing from your left to right on taxiway Sierra 1. Report when clear of traffic.
Holding short of intersection of taxiway Lima 3 and Sierra 1, giving way to Cessna 172 from left to right on taxiway Sierra 1. Will report when clear of traffic. Air India 917.
Roger, Mumbai Tower.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 917, clear of traffic.
Air India 917, Mumbai Tower. Continue to taxi Sierra 1. Clear to enter runway 09.
Continue to taxi Sierra 1, clear to enter runway 09, Air India 917.
Roger, Mumbai Tower. Comply saying you're turning left for Sierra 1. Step by step. Compliance has to be step by step.
Affirms.
Continue quick.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 917, turning right for taxiway Sierra 1.
Is it right or is it left?
Correction left.
Yes, so see mistakes. Students observe. If it can happen to one, it can happen to all. Shabrish, come on.
Affirms.
Don't assume anything. Be in the moment. Be realistic.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 917, turning left for taxiway Sierra 1.
Roger, Mumbai Tower. And this is where your question will be changed to next question, which could be departure clearance. So you have already been given permission to enter. So that call will go like that. Anybody who wants to give it a try? Continuation, Delta Papa Romeo, Romeo Uniform Delta. So the question changes on the screen on the exam. The question changes, requires departure clearance. It's a very simple call. Departure clearance means clearance for takeoff. ATC clearance and departure instructions are the two terms given to that ATC clearance which we have to take before departure clearance. Rudra and Divija, nobody is responding within 5 seconds. I've taken your call signs. So that is not right. Affirm, negative, will go, something. You should be
Mumbai Tower.
happy that you're getting to practice.
Affirm Victor Tango Delta Papa Romeo.
But it's not nice. Come on. Expectations are set, students. You have to quickly acknowledge within 5 seconds. Come on.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 917, lined up on runway 27, request departure clearance.
Air India 917, Mumbai Tower. Standby for departure clearance. Runway 09er unavailable. Due follow me vehicle stuck on runway 09er.
Standing by 09 runway on tech table due to follow me vehicle stuck on runway. Air India 917.
What did you say initially? Didn't make any sense. Words were mixed up. What table unavailable? What was that? Didn't make sense. Be clear with your words. I appreciate the effort. So it was told to you to stand by for departure clearance. So you'll start from there. So students, it should be like standing by for departure clearance, holding position. Uh, because you have VVIP, you could say request taxi to alternate runway. Something like that. So we gave you clearance. By the time you reached, somebody is stuck on runway 09er, so you wait for some time. So you have to be clear. I don't know what you said, Rudar. It was a lot of jumbling up in words. So this is how situations are given to you. Now they have to convert it into, they have to make it look like a question paper. So they gave you point-wise questions, but everything is organically in rhythm with each other. You might not be given ATC clearance, departure clearance, but in previous call, pushback and startup call, you would have been asked to request for ATC clearance, or maybe in a standalone question. And your next call could be comply with ATC clearance. So you're just taken off, you're airborne, and you'll comply with ATC clearance. But everything will be in sequence. So right now, instead of giving you next question, I'm just giving you the next situation. And there we are jumbling and fumbling, which should not happen ideally if we are better prepared. So this is how we are learning with practice. Divija, you try the same call, request departure clearance.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 917, lined up runway 27, request departure clearance.
Victor, correction, Air India 917, Mumbai Tower, confirm position.
Lined up runway 27, Air India 917.
Air India 917, Mumbai Tower, you are cleared to taxi to runway 09er. Kindly report position.
Clear to taxi to runway 09.
No, you were cleared. How are you on 27? You were supposed to be on runway 09er. ATC is asking you again and again, giving you hints about your position. And you're just blindly saying you're on 27. So ATC is saying you were cleared for 09er. How have you reached runway 27? Please check your position. So maybe you are on 09er and you are by mistakenly calling it 27 is what we are trying to hint at, give you a hint.
I thought it is a new call and I gave my own runway.
Sorry, say again.
I thought it is like a new call and I gave my own runway.
Why is it a new call when I said that it is in continuation with the taxi compliance call that Victor Tango Sierra November India took? Were the instructions not clear, students? Why would you assume anything otherwise? It is question number 4. I already mentioned it. Come on. If you are listening half of the session, students, then then there's no point in attending the session. See, remember, such confusions and such assumptions could be the reason why we are facing challenges in the exam or why we could face challenges in the exam. And
Can
even
I
if
give
you
the
made a
call?
mistake, yes, but understand the root cause. We have to work on the root cause. Come on.
Mumbai Tower, Air India 917, lined up runway 09er, request departure clearance.
Air India 917, Mumbai Tower, hold position. Departure clearance not approved. Do you follow me vehicle stuck on runway 09er?
Holding position, departure not approved, due follow vehicle stuck on the runway, Air India 917.
You missed one word, departure clearance not approved. If departure were not approved, then you might not have been given pushback startup also. So departure clearance. Be very specific. And I appreciate your effort to give readback. You can take 1, 2, 3 seconds to give the readback. At least if you don't have to even instantly give me a readback. You can give 2, 3 seconds so that you can focus on accuracy. And remember, it's a VVIP thing. So if you show your intent that unable to take further delay, request taxi to alternate runway due VVIP on board, then you might be given that taxi, or at least your intentions are clear. When you will join live operations, you will realize how much people fight for faster departures and how many flights of pilots are cancelled because they didn't get departure on time, especially for smaller airlines and shorter passenger flights carrying 1, 2, 3 passengers and so on, small charter flights and all. So here also, uh, Victor Tango, Romeo Uniform Delta, something that was given to you unexpectedly, you missing proper words and proper things. Delta Papa Romeo, same situation, you made a lot of errors. So maybe students are just assuming that we'll be asked a question and there is one perfect answer that we have remembered. And anything asked to you other than that, everybody is fumbling. Understand examiners will do that. Questions could be different. Questions could be same. Questions could be exactly copy of a previously uh, given examination, or it could be completely different. So your level of prep should be on lines here where if somebody is uh, surprising you with something, you handle it accurately. You don't need to worry. You don't need to feel displaced. Work on it mentally, students. I'm very happy with your calls. I have no hard feelings. I'm very happy. Focus on the areas of improvement. Study. Focus on things that have been gone wrong. Make a note of it. Discuss it with me. You can text. We can discuss on texts. Okay. We'll take a short break and we'll come back after the break and directly do the exam. Okay. First, we'll do Victor Tango Sierra November India. and then we'll do Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta, so that Romeo Uniform Delta gets a little bit of more briefing after observing the do's and don'ts of Victor Tango Sierra November India. So when we come back, we'll come back by 5:30, 1730 hours. We will all assume that we are in the exam hall, and the moment I'll call out your name, a student's name, imagine that you are being called out in the exam room. Others will also imagine the same thing, but you will just observe and make your notes. Okay, I'll be sharing the flight plan, I'll be sharing the questions, and I'll be sharing route chart, not aerodrome chart. Okay, understood? If you're going to be late, just drop a text. But Victor Tango Sierra November India and Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta. Remember that, okay? So you have 12 minutes of break. I think that's enough of a breather. If 2-3 minutes late, you can just drop a text. Following students, let's do it. All the best. This is just a practice mock. You might feel that sir is a little harsh or a little critical, but don't go on tone, please. Go on the words. I'm very happy with your efforts. I'm very happy that you are a part. You have part of iCATS and you have had so much of dedication to come to this level by studying and following instructions. Make sure you continue doing that, and we'll fill in the gap of finishing 90% of the race and then crossing the finish line, just 10%. That's what we're working on right now, especially for students who have completed the course and going to appear for the exam. Okay, I'll see you by 7:30, correction, 5:30 or 5:32-ish max. Students, are we ready?
Affirm Victor Tango Sierra November India.
Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta.
Affirm Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta.
Okay. I have shared the chart that we're going to use on Zoom chat. Is everyone able to access it, download it, so that if you want to Zoom, if the system chart is not clearly visible, then you can do that for practice right now. Check. Let me know if you're able to access it. There's a download button that will help you download. Especially Rudar and Sabrish. Are you getting it?
Affirm, sir. Got it.
Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta, did you get it?
Affirm Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta.
Good. So Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta, please come to the exam room. Sorry, I'm changing the sequence, but all for surprise. Remember, they'll give you some briefing before the exam. In the briefing, they'll tell you a lot of do's and don'ts. Focus on the do's. Certain don'ts, don't misunderstand them, thinking that you cannot use the words like disregard and correction in your calls. You can use it only when they are applicable in genuine times. Just don't make it like that you are making mistakes and using them in each and every call. And they'll tell you that certain calls you be quick, certain calls they'll tell you to be fast, quick, to the point, and they'll also call you to be descriptive and have a long call. So it should depend upon the situation. If there are in-flight situations requiring deviations, descent, climb, important, relevant to present situation, those could be direct. If there are certain routine calls like reports and other things, crossing clearances, then you can have a little bit of lengthy call with all information, especially when you're changing from one control to another control or one radio to another radio. That's when you have to give a wholesome call. Rudar, this is going to be your first mock, so let's see what you do, how you do, and I'll give you a quick feedback. Based upon that feedback, make sure you perform better in your next mock. And yeah, that's it. So please come to the exam hall and I'll tell you when to stop. I'll not tell you whether it's for 15 minutes or 20 minutes, but it's going to be between 15 to 20 minutes. Let's see how many questions you can solve. Okay. Just trying to make it easy and comfortable for you. The next mock that you'll be doing will be for total questions, 30 minutes. That will happen tomorrow or in the next class, that is. So consider this to be just your practice exam, but do it seriously. Okay. I need acknowledgements within 5 seconds.
Affirm, sir.
Affirm Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta.
That's the energy. Shabrish and Bhargav, come on, have that energy. Okay, so I'm going to be your air traffic controller. So simulating blind experience. Come in the exam hall, sit at the seat, you'll see a desktop screen. And on that desktop, you will have everything that you need. Aerodrome chart, route chart, questions, and flight plan. I am going to not give you aerodrome chart right now. Rest everything is there. If your chart is not clear, then you can use the chart I've given you on chat to zoom in for practice. One more instruction for you, Rudar. Read all elements of the flight plan. Track the route on the chart properly. If you don't find the route, because it's your first practice mock, you can tell me. if you're facing any challenge, before you give me answers to questions. Okay? I'm not getting acknowledgement within 1 second. 5 seconds, sorry. Is that okay, champ? अरे Shabrish, are you able to pick up?
Affirm Victor Tango Sierra Number India.
तब याद आ रहा है. I can see a little bit of gaps initially in your knowledge, in your quality, but I want you to pick up. I want you to recall everything because you've studied. If not, then you have time to study further. So after the session, do give me your feedback as to what you feel. Where do you find yourself? Do you find yourself in a proper position? If not, then you tell me the areas where you are finding challenges and I'll guide you accordingly.
Affirm Victor Tango Sierra Number India.
Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta, are you joining from two accounts?
No, sir, I'm not able to download that chart. Can you please share on my mobile number?
Yeah, but have you joined Zoom via 2 sessions? Is it right now?
No, sir.
So you have joined the one with Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta, right? Or only Victor Tango? Can you confirm, please? Because I have 2 students joining with your name. Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta, are you there? Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta, how do you read?
Sir,
Please be on unmute. Let's establish readability so that we can start with the mock.
reading of 5 Victor Tango Uniform Delta.
Don't say reading U5, say read U5. Don't make that error again. जो भी
Affirm
आपने
Victor,
थोड़ा बहुत सीखा है उसको अप्लाई करना है.
affirm Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta.
Okay, I've shared the chart on your WhatsApp also, and I'm also sharing it on screen. First, try to use the one on screen. If it is not legible, then only go for your the one that I have sent on WhatsApp. Other students kindly observe, note down the flight plan, download the chart from Zoom chat. Divija, I hope you're able to access the chart. It's there on group chat on Zoom. Now nobody else is going to talk other than the student who's going to give the exam. So any communication, just drop a message. Can you see the screen? Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta.
Affirm Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta.
So your time starts now. Remember the instructions, read the flight plan carefully. Track the route on the chart. If you're not able to find it, you can ask me right now.
First, negative. Second, out. Third, approved. Fourth, break. 5, correct. Nagpur Tower, Air India 1945, stand 01, security check completed, people on board 180, request priority pushback and startup due to VVIP on board, information Charlie.
Rudar, we just did a startup call earlier, and you have not applied anything that we learned in that startup call. You're still saying people on board, you're still saying priority pushback and startup. Two variations we had, and you're not applying those variations. So what's the point going through briefing sessions and practice sessions before the mock? This is exactly what you're supposed to do in the exam. You have to apply what you have learned. And you only have a few days to make sure you follow that. Otherwise, no point in repeating the same mistakes, so the entire 1 hour that you have spent before goes to waste. So that is what you have to be careful about. Again, you made a mistake, people on board. Two silly errors you're doing. Now I'm giving you another chance to apply what you have learned and then take calls. So you have to be on your toes right now. So verify your call before you give your call by framing the call in your mind and then give your call. You can take time before starting a fresh call. I'm giving you a chance right now. Please follow properly. You can start with question 2 again. I won't judge you on that call right now.
Nagpur Tower, Air India 1945, stand 01, IFR Nagpur to Bhubaneswar, people on board 180, security check completed, request pushback and startup on priority due to VVIP on board, information Charlie.
Again, you said people on board. What to do? Is it difficult? What's
Negative.
the correct answer? Are you not clear about the correct answer? It's persons on board.
Affirm Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta.
So why you're not applying? Be in the present moment. Do things accurately. Come on. I'm not going to interrupt you in further calls. Please apply this logic and then give calls. Air India 19045, Nagpur Tower. Pushback and startup not approved.
Pushback and startup not approved. Request reason. Air India 1945.
Air India 19045, Nagpur Tower. Expect delayed due traffic for 4-5 minutes.
Expect delay due traffic 4-5 minutes. Unable to take delay due to VVIP on board. Request pushback and startup on priority. Air India 19045.
Air India 19045, Nagpur Tower. Roger. Confirm if ready for expeditious handling.
Affirm ready for expeditious handling. Air India 19045.
Air India 19045, Nagpur Tower. Cleared for pushback and startup. Kindly expedite.
Cleared for pushback and startup. Will comply. Air India 19045.
Air India 19045, Nagpur Tower. Pushback facing east.
Pushback facing east. Air India 19045.
Roger. Nagpur Tower.
Pan. Nagpur Tower. Air India 19045 on taxiway Alpha. Seeing Boeing 737 on stand 6. Fuel leaking from left engine. Request firefighting and emergency services.
Air India 19045, Nagpur Tower. Roger. Pan. Speak slower. Say again all.
Pan. Nagpur Tower. Air India 19045 on taxiway Alpha. Boeing 737 standing on stand 6. Fuel leaking from left engine. Request firefighting and emergency services. Nagpur Tower. Air India 19045.
Air India 19045, Nagpur Tower. Roger. Report your position and intent.
Nagpur Tower on taxiway Alpha. Not affected by Boeing 737. Will comply with our taxi. Nagpur Tower. Air India 19045. Lined up on runway 18. Request departure.
Air India 19045, Nagpur Tower. Cleared for departure. Runway 18.
Cleared for departure by runway 18. Air India 19045. Nagpur Tower. Air India 19045. Airborne 18. Passing 2000 feet.
You have to give 5 to 10 seconds before you start the next call. Right now, you're increasing the throttle, you're picking up speed, you're going to take off. It will take some time. Be slightly realistic. You cannot just go non-stop like that. It can lead to certain errors. Give yourself some breather of 2-3 seconds at least. Okay,
Affirm.
apply that. Yeah. At least for practice, you apply that. You'll see the benefits.
Oh.
Very quick to be airborne. I wanted to give you some instruction there, but very quick to go airborne. Just give some seconds before you start with your next calls.
Affirm. Victor Tango.
You have to wait for acknowledgement, yes. Air India 19045, Nagpur Tower. Report when airborne passing 3500.
Will comply. Air India 19045. Nagpur Tower. Air India 19045. Passing 3000 feet. Nagpur Tower. Air India 19045. Nagpur Tower. Air India 19045. Transmitting blind. Passing 2000 feet. We will report again after reaching Ruksal.
Made a lot of errors here. That is only because you were too fast to assume the next thing and give that call, nothing else. I'm giving you instructions in real time, still you're not following. The examiner might give you instructions in real time. If you don't follow them, then you might not even get any help that the examiners are giving you.
Affirm Air India 1945.
So listen to the examiner, be in that situation. Yes, if somebody is asking you to do it that way, you do it that way, especially your examiners. Right now, I'm your examiner, so you have to follow the examiner also. This is what you're learning, okay? We are not judging you, we are practicing and learning at the same time. Don't get me wrong, all right?
Affirm.
या कोई गलती नहीं निकाल रहा और ये नहीं बता रहा आप गलत कर रहे हो. हम बस समझ रहे हैं क्या सही करना है और उसको सही करना है बस. यू कैन ऑलवेज डिस्कस एंड से नहीं सर मेरे को ये सही नहीं लग रहा है, मेरे को ऐसा नहीं, मेरे को ऐसा ही करना है. यू कैन ऑलवेज पुट योर पॉइंट इन पर्सपेक्टिव एंड विल डिस्कस ऑन दैट. कोई भी ऐसे गलत नहीं समझेगा कि आई एम जस्ट पिन पॉइंटिंग एरर्स और यूर रॉन्ग, नथिंग लाइक दैट. ओके.
Affirm Air India 1945.
Question number 5.
Nagpur TAR Air India 1945. 16 DME outbound Nagpur. Heading 098 degree. Route Golf 472. At flight level 150. Request climb to flight level 310. Nagpur TAR Air India 1945. Nagpur approach Air India 1945.
Check the ATC.
Nagpur control Air India 1945. 15 DME outbound November Papa. Heading 098 degree. Route Golf 472. Flight level 150. Request climb to flight level 310. Nagpur control Air India 1945. Over Sadev, flight level 310. Receive bad weather warning over Ikosi. Would like to take 15 nautical mile right at 10 nautical mile, climbing 3000 feet for flight level 313, flying parallel to the deviated track, rejoining at Aposo, estimating 15-minute, request weather deviation.
Air India 19045. Can you confirm which ATC you have called?
Sir, Nagpur control.
Wrong ATC.
Bhubaneswar control.
No, Bhubaneswar control is not there. Check your flight plan. All available ATCs are mentioned in the table under frequencies. So I'm circling on the chart. This is how you observe. Rudra, remind me, I'll share a lecture with you for chart reading. If you have not studied it, then study it tonight or tomorrow morning so that you can have a walkthrough with new charts going through that lecture.
Affirm. Air India
Check
1
here, check here. This is the table. Kolkata control, Nagpur control boundary was ending at this blue thick line. Can you see the cursor on the chart?
Yes, sir.
So your route Golf 472 and Sadev. Where is Sadev? Sadev is here. So it is beyond this control boundary. This blue thick line is the control boundary. Your Sadev, here it is Kolkata control. CEA is Kolkata. CEA is the VR code for Kolkata. So it's Kolkata control. And one more mistake you're making is with numbers. It's not 15 or 16. Remember the last live you had attended, we had discussed numbers. It's 15 nautical miles, 16 nautical miles, or 15 minutes. You
Affirm.
cannot say any number beyond 0 to 9er. 10, 11, 12 are not numbers in RT.
Affirm.
So don't make that mistake again. And you're following the right deviation procedure, but it was not structured properly, so you could structure it better. And one more point about the climb call. I don't know why you were saying 16. It is clearly mentioned in your question. It was 50 nautical miles, 50 DME. So you should say 50 DME. I don't know why you're saying 16 and 15. Or it could be 60-50. This is the reason why we don't use 16-15 or 60-50 because there could be a lot of confusion. So numbers you will read individually. And for climb, you asked for flight level 310, which was correct. But in climb call, you have to always mention top of climb. Make a note of it. Top of climb is the time estimate that you will reach to your assigned cruising altitude. So this has to be mentioned whenever we are asking for climb.
Affirm, sir.
Top of climb. So your call will also have top of climb some time. Imagine you're climbing at 1500 feet per minute. So you have 15,000 feet. So you'll take 10 minutes. So you can give the next 10 minutes time as estimate. So top of climb, 1130 if 11 was a departure time. So top of climb 1130. So the pleasant time would be 1120. Accordingly, you have to analyze time estimates also.
Affirm.
These are the only errors made. Otherwise, you are doing good. Make a note of these and don't read numbers incorrectly in further calls.
Affirm, sir.
Air India 1945, Kolkata control, weather deviation to left not approved.
Valid deviation to left not approved. Request 25 nautical mile right at 10 nautical mile, climbing 3000 feet for flight level 313, flying parallel to the deviated track, rejoining at Oposo.
Again, you made the same mistake. Did we not just learn it's not 25, it's 25. It's not 15, it's 15. अभी तो हमने सीखा, आप अप्लाई क्यों नहीं कर रहे हो?
Yes, sir.
है ना? Presence of mind, come on.
Yes, sir.
And don't change the standard deviation procedure. It's only 15 nautical miles to the right. And when you say I'll climb, reaching 10 nautical miles, it's always at 10 nautical miles that you'll climb or descend. The distance is 300 feet, not 3000 feet.
Okay, sir.
And rejoining at Oposo, no, it's Opasa. Read clearly. The names are given in such a way that they could be read clearly. So don't rush. There could be a different place called Oposo, and people might assume you're going to rejoin at Oposo, so that you're leaving a room for error to happen there. It's Opasa. Carefully see, it's Opasa. And estimating Opasa, you should also give some estimate for Opasa if you're going to rejoin at Opasa. That really gives it a good element in the call. So again, quickly you had to apply the number thing. Although your intent was good that sir, I want to go right, but reading out numbers were incorrect.
Affirm,
So
sir.
I told you don't make that mistake again.
Yes,
I hope you're making note on these
yes, sir.
calls.
Yes, sir. Kolkata Control, Pan, Medical. Kolkata Control, Air India 1945. A person on board suspected of heart attack, unable to revise, 47-year male. Request descent and type of approach available on Bhubaneswar. Position Opasa. Person on board 180, endurance 51.
Okay, time's up. 21 minutes. Pace is not an issue with you. There's no issue as such. We are just practicing and learning. So, with this call, I'll just tell you, you started with Kolkata Control and you realized you have to say Pan. So, you don't just start with Pan. You just say Kolkata Control, disregard, and then start with Pan. And if it's a medical emergency, then you'll say Pan, medical.
From sir.
Kolkata Control, India 12, correction, India 19047. Person on board has fallen sick. Passenger is male, appears to be 4-5 years old, seems to have had an heart attack or seizure, something like that. You can give some information. Request immediate descent and priority arrival at Bhubaneswar. Type of approach you can ask a little bit later because still Upasa is very far away. So Bhubaneswar still has some time for you to reach when you have reached Upasa. So you have to also check if there's any alternate given or if you could land at alternate to take care of the passenger. If not, then you need priority arrival and you will do a your descent also will be faster instead of rapid descent basically. Instead of 1500 feet, you'll go for 2000 feet per minute. So you're at 31, flight level 310. So for you to come at up to flight level 110 at least 20,000 feet within 10 minutes. And by then, how much distance will you reach? Maybe Godari, correction, Damki, or maybe the green line, the FIR boundary, we can say, not the FIR, but the green line, which is again a control boundary. Then you can request for further descent and type of approach. So it was a good thinking, but keep it specific. Mention priority arrival at Bhubaneswar and medical services also. Estimating Bhubaneswar in the next 10-15 minutes. Can you do that? If yes, then great. 15-20 minutes. Always in such situations, especially for emergency landings. You always check if any alternate is mentioned or if there's any other aerodrome nearby where you could land quickly within the next 5-10 minutes so that you could give the pilot at least 15 minutes. You can land nearby if you have that rate of descent capacity, 15 to 17 minutes. Still, that much time passing for some emergency for that particular person, but we have to try our best. So it's always the PIC call whether you'll go to destination or any nearby, but always be aware your decision to go to Bhubaneswar was making sense. But yeah, just to add on further points, Numbers and all, practice them properly. Make sure you don't read them out incorrectly. Immediate descent, priority arrival for emergency landing at Bhubaneswar. You could make that also. Your emergency landing will not be needed if you are going to your destination itself. But rapid descent is what you could ask. Immediate descent, priority arrival, and medical services on arrival. Make a note. Your calls are good. Just modify them as you are learning. Okay.
Affirm. Air India 1945.
Any questions?
No, sir.
So how was the experience?
Sir, I have done, well, I used to do this call sign by myself. So I have memorized everything like people on board at stand 01. So I was feeling some difficulty to getting that modified. So I was maybe frustrated at that time why I'm not getting this right. I've done this so much time. That's
But are you able to understand where you're having errors and what you have to replace?
yes, sir.
So are you feeling good about it, or are you feeling bad about it?
No, sir, I'm feeling good about it. I
Yeah,
got
yeah.
something to learn.
This is yes. This is the learning process for you. You have to be conscious to apply what you have learned, because your subconscious that you have been preparing with will be dominant. So you have to think and give answers so that you apply what you have learned fresh. So do a lot of revision on these learnings that we are doing right now. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Students, do share your emails with me over WhatsApp after the session is done so that I'll share a lecture summary. It will take only 10-15 minutes to go through the summary. The summary talks about individual student, individual feedback, everything properly. So that you specially go with it so that you'll understand a revision of any personal instruction that you have gotten for your performance.
Affirm, sir.
Hmm. Okay. Shabrish, are you ready? Should we immediately start with your mock?
Affirm. Victor Tango Sierra Number India.
Divija and all. I'll give you all 5 minutes to take a breather if you want. 6:20, we'll start with the paper. So if you all need a breather, great. Otherwise, 6:20, I'll call out Sierra November India and we'll do the exam. So just be in the waiting room and imagine you're in the waiting room. Students, are we ready?
Affirm Victor Tango Sierra November India.
Rudar and Divija, are you there?
Affirmed Victor Tango Delta Papa Rome.
I've shared a copy of charts individually also. Try to focus on the chart and the screen. If not, then use that. Can you see the screen?
Affirm.
Have you found the route?
Affirm, sir. Bangalore Tower, Air India. Bangalore Tower, disregard. Bangalore Tower, SpiceJet 971 on stand 01. So, may I restart?
I read you 2 or 3. Can you speak louder?
Affirm.
Sorry, what were you asking?
Sir, can I start again? I just messed up.
Yes, start fresh, please.
Yes, sir. Bangalore Tower, SpiceJet 971 on stand Victor 1. Pre-flight checks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you read? Bangalore Tower.
SpiceJet 9071, Bangalore Tower, read you 3. Speak louder. Also mention frequency. And Shabrish, we
Bang-
have learned it's pre-flight check. It means it's pre-flight radio check. So you're
Radio check.
supposed to say the word pre-flight radio check.
From
It's all about confidence. First calls, you don't have confidence. This is not right. Again, you made errors in the start. Why? Why go ahead with a call where you're making errors in the first place? Why you are nervous to start? No, you have to be confident. You have to think about it as your first solo. You have to be perfect. Come on, you have done everything before.
sure. Bangalore Tower, SpiceJet 971 on 124.35 at stand Victor 1. Pre-flight radio check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do you read?
SpiceJet 971, Bangalore Tower, radio 5. How do you read?
Radio 5, strength 5, SpiceJet 971.
SpiceJet 971, Bangalore Tower, primary 727674. Secondary 868385.
Primary 727674, secondary 868385, SpiceJet 9R71.
Roger, Bangalore Tower.
Bangalore Radio.
Wrong ATC. Come on, you're better than this.
So there is no radio.
How many FIRs there in India? Come on, it is so simple.
Okay, yeah, I forgot. Chennai Radio, SpiceJet 971 on secondary 868385, stand Victor 1, pre-flight shell call check, check shell call Bravo Charlie Echo Juliet.
SpiceJet 971, Chennai Radio. Checking cell call, Bravo, Charlie, Juliet, Echo.
Negative, shell call Bravo Charlie Echo Juliet SpiceJet 971.
Students, whenever you are saying negative to correct me, or whenever ATC asks you to say again, Rudar, this was for you also, you have to say, I say again. So if I say again all, then you'll say Mumbai Tower, India 123, I say again, and then repeat the whole call. In your case, you'll say negative, I say again, check cell call, and then the correct code.
Also,
I say again is a phrase that we have to use. Remember this. Rudar, you also remember this. Divya, you also remember this. And be loud.
so shall I give it again?
Yes, yes, continue.
Negative, I say again, check shell call Bravo Charlie Echo Juliet SpiceJet 971.
And try to say echo instead of echo. Remember, we have practiced echo.
Echo. Yeah.
Checking cell call, Bravo, Charlie, Echo, Juliet, Chennai Radio.
Shell call OK. Changing to correction. Shell call OK. Changing to primary 727674. Standby. SpiceJet 971.
SpiceJet 9071, Chennai Radio. Confirm primary.
Primary 727674. SpiceJet 971.
Don't take so much time to end with your call sign. Roger, standing by, Chennai Radio.
Chennai Radio, SpiceJet 971 on primary 727674. Check cell call.
Checking cell call, Bravo, Charlie, Echo, Juliet, Chennai Radio.
Cell call OK, SpiceJet 971.
Now see, the first call took a lot of time. A lot of issues happened. Examiner is talking to you. You made a lot of errors initially. Asked for permission again and again. ATC is giving you lecture. Sorry, examiner is giving you lecture. So the first calls always have to be perfect so that we have a first good impression and we don't spend so much of time. If we spend so much of time, if somebody says we have made errors, then we lose our confidence. That affects our further calls. That should not happen. And this is your greatest area of improvement right now that we are saying. Initially,
Okay.
also initial calls you were fumbling, but when I gave you third chance, you gave me a correct call. So you know things. You just have to bring yourself to the third performance level by default when you start answering any call. Please apply this. I believe in you. I know you can do it. You have nothing to be afraid of, nothing to be shy of. You have to
Affirm.
be super confident. Yes.
Bangalore Tower, SpiceJet 9971 at stand Victor 1, persons on board 131, information Alpha. Through security check, IFR Bangalore to Visakhapatnam. Request startup, human organ transplant flight.
Not not a call as per expectations. What happened? Is the pilot sad? Is the pilot hungry? Why is the
Negative.
pilot struggling so much?
Sorry, sir, I was just like trying to find it out from the flight plan. So,
Yeah, so that is our job. But the question is asking you for pushback, startup, and ATC clearance. You have disregarded the question altogether. Just ask for startup.
okay, sir. I will
And information is also incomplete. Words are not correct.
affirm, sir.
Why? And where is the energy? Where is that attitude that we are talking about? The one that every pilot has, that we see in every pilot's personality. Come on. I know studying for a long time, sitting in our house, we don't feel that attitude because we miss the feel of a live thing. But now it's our duty to imagine it and put ourselves to that level when we are giving exam. It's a part of your performance expected in the exam, expected in the practical sessions.
Affirm, sir. So I will
Yeah.
try.
So yeah.
Yes. Bangalore Tower, SpiceJet 9971 or at Stanford.
On at, we don't have to say at all. I don't know why we are using it again and again, and we are emphasizing more on at and on when it is not needed at all.
Okay, sir.
Why? How does on and at work really? Why do we need it here?
Affirm, sir.
Hmm.
Bangalore Tower, SpiceJet 9971, stand Victor 1, persons on board 131, information Alpha, through security check, IFR Bangalore to Vizag, human organ transplant flight, request pushback and startup and ATC clearance.
SpiceJet 9071, Bangalore Tower, standby for pushback and startup. Monitor ATIS.
Standing by for pushback and startup, monitoring ATC information echo, SpiceJet 9071,
Echo, not echo.
echo.
And special handling, mention the way it is. Human organ transplant on board. Don't struggle there.
Affirms.
Hmm. So you said alpha, it was echo.
Echo,
And
yeah.
before mentioning persons on board, you could just mention Bangalore to Vizag, IFR. Then it makes more sense. But it's fine. So we'll continue from where you left. Echo, uh, Spider 9071, Bangalore Tower, correct. Information echo. Pushback and startup not approved.
Correct information echo, pushback and startup not approved, request reason.
Again, you're
SpiceJet
forgetting to end
97,
with your call sign.
SpiceJet 971.
It has to be instantaneous. And did you mention priority directly in your call for startup?
Yeah, in this beginning I did. No, priority I didn't say, yeah.
Exactly. Why not? We practiced these calls just a while ago.
Affirm.
Yes, we have to activate our brain cells. Come on, we have to activate them more than what they are working naturally right now, students. I know we're not used to sitting for 2, 3 hours in a session, but so what? This is all to prepare us. Buck up, come on. So many mistakes are happening in each call. It should not happen. If we do the same in the exam, chances are we will not cross the line. So why? Why take all the effort to fly to a different city, spend so much money? We will only go when we are prepared. So we have time to get prepared.
So Bangalore Tower, SpiceJet 971, Abim Stand Victor 1, request taxi instructions.
Pyjet 971, Bangalore Tower, clear to taxi to runway 12 via taxiway Lima 1, turn right for Lima 2, hold short runway 12.
Bangalore Tower, SpiceJet 971, say again after runway 12.
Now remember, I have taught you to say read you 1, read you 2, read you 3, and then ask for say again all. Justify why you are saying say again. You are not using it even now.
Affirmation. So when it is fast, so radio one speaks slow like that.
They will not know if you cannot get it because they are fast. They are going to be fast.
Affirmation.
You can just make them believe that you could not hear it properly. This is a technique we are using in class to overcome any listening errors that happen from our side.
Affirmation.
So you have to justify. If you say read you 2, read you 1, then they'll be like, okay, maybe there's a technical fault. They will not judge you.
Affirm.
And you can always say speak slower. You can always say, sir, there's a lot of static. Sir, I'm sorry to interrupt, but there's a lot of static. I think a wire is loose. Whatever the issue is, you have to justify. Either in RT, and if the issue is too much, then you have to just say, sir, pause, please. There's something wrong with the headsets. Please check it. And they will be fast. You have to make it a point that you listen and focus on keywords. It's a taxi clearance, so you know a runway will be given to you, and taxiways will be given to you, and turns will be given to you. So make the mind locate it, keywords. And I gave you a simpler taxiway, taxi clearance right now, but maybe you're just subconsciously afraid, thinking I cannot do it. It was so simple. SpiceJet 971, Bangalore Tower. I say again, clear to taxi to runway 12, taxi via Lima 2, turn right, taxiway Lima 3, hold short on taxiway Lima 3 for runway 12.
Cleared for runway 12 via Lima 2, turn right, taxiway Lima 3, hold short Lima 3 for runway 12. SpiceJet 971.
Roger, Bangalore Tower.
Bangalore Tower, SpiceJet 971 on taxiway Lima 2, approaching taxiway Lima 3, will turn right to Lima 3, SpiceJet.
Station calling Bangalore Tower. Say again, call sign.
SpiceJet 971.
You cannot just say that.
Ah,
Just see little things. What is this, students? What is this, Shabrish? What's wrong?
sir, nothing, sir.
If somebody is saying say again, call sign, so you'll say Bangalore Tower. I say again. Either give your call and then end with your call sign, or at least say your call sign. I could only hear SpiceJet. I didn't hear 971. So I'm verifying. If you just say SpiceJet 971, don't do that. Just Bangalore Tower, SpiceJet 971, or Bangalore Tower. I say again. on taxiway Lima 2 for Lima 3 SpiceJet 9071, which you already said. Make it clear. Don't
Affirm, sir.
struggle so much. You're struggling so much unnecessarily.
Bank pan, Bangalore Tower, SpiceJet 971, holding short runway 12, see an aircraft on base leg, switching on and off its landing lights.
SpiceJet 971, Bangalore Tower, Roger Pan. Aircraft in sight, report intention.
Will hold position, SpiceJet 971.
See, again, here you have priority. And whenever you see someone on base leg, you're still able to enter unless it's a glider.
So, but urgency, so
Yeah, but you also have priority, right?
yeah,
What aircraft is it? Is it a powered aircraft? If
it's
yes,
powered.
then we'll be able to take off before it lands. Request enter runway 12 on priority and expeditious
Departure.
departure. You can do both things in the same call. You have to always mention your intent. Even if you choose to wait down, it's fine.
Affirm, sir.
But you have to mention, you cannot just say spy jet correction, Bangalore Tower, spy jet 971, see another aircraft on base leg. When you say base leg, mention for which runway. See another aircraft on base leg, runway 12, switching on and off its landing light, appears to be a training aircraft, appears to be a fighter jet, appears to be a passenger jet, or unable to determine make and model of aircraft. Would like to depart before it lands. Do human organ transplant on board? Something like that. Come on.
Affirm.
Everything is expected out of us. We have done this. We have done this so many times in past. You have to recall everything. Time is up. Rudar and Divija, did you observe? Please share some feedback, some thoughts on the whole practice session. Are you following? Are you sure what you're supposed to do?
Affirm,
Rudal,
sir.
give me a feedback and acknowledgement, and Shabrish, give me a feedback and acknowledgement. Come on.
The session was good. My performance wasn't so.
Don't worry about performance. Think about what we have learned personally.
Affirm, sir. I learned much.
Can we apply and follow the learning? Do we have some questions? Do we have some doubts? Do we have some debates? Please ask. Rudal and Divija, you are not replying.
Saying if the first question is pre-flight check, so we have to first give the readability check, means radio check, then we have to give the pre-flight circle check.
Yes, you will only, like I said earlier, first on VHF, then on HF. You will only do cell call check if you have HF on board. As per the flight plan, cell call code was given, it means HF was there on board. And ATC also gave us primary and secondary frequencies. Always VHF first, that is not a readability check, that is a radio check. Pre-flight radio check, it's an important pre-flight check. It is different than readability check. उधर ये सब हमने पढ़ा है. आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग यू टू ग्रास्प व्हेन इट इज taught to you. मौका शायद ना मिले बार बार रिपीट करने का. So buck up there, always on VHF, then on HF.
Affirm, sir.
Hmm. Come on, any questions, any discussions? See, I'm not worried about today's performance. But the same error should not repeat tomorrow. Divija, can you share some learning aspects, some acknowledgement?
Yes, sir, I saw like what are mistakes can go, and I got to learn how to give the calls.
You already know. Tell me something new that you learned, something important that you reinforced, something that you think will help you in your performance and in your mocks.
So these calls were already discussed, so I knew these calls.
Hmm.
Yes.
One more thing, transmitting blind call that you gave, Victor Tango Romeo Uniform Delta, that was not the right way to give transmitting blind call. I'll simulate that in one of the mock sessions. That's when we will study that transmitting blind call. But I'm just saying you cannot just say transmitting blind. When you do transmitting blind, you have to give your call and you have to say we'll call again in the next 10 minutes and you have to mention that time, not just say 10 minutes. And then you have to repeat that call by saying I say again and you have to repeat that call. Transmitting blind call is done like that. And here you could have first spoken to approach, control, radio, and then come back and said transmitting blind call. You could have tried some other aircraft also to see if they could relay because right now you don't have any deviation requirements. You are just proceeding as per your flight plan. So we only do transmitting blind call in such situations when none of the ATCs are in touch. So if it is not directly mentioned in the call and here you thought that you're calling the wrong ATC or your ATC is not responding, so you quickly went to transmitting blind after approach, but that's not the rule. And transmitting blind will happen with the original ATC only. So coming back, it will happen on tower only. And there you made a
Okay.
lot of mistakes. It was 3,500 feet airborne. Report when airborne passing 3,500. So you will say will report when airborne passing 3,500 feet. You don't have to say. Students, we have done the session on numbers. Come on. Altitude 3,500. You don't have to say feet unless ATC is using it. So there also you made a lot of technical errors and readback errors. And when you called again, you said I'm passing 2,000. Earlier you said passing 3,000. So how can you go back to a lower altitude? So those little things matter a lot. So today you have to understand that whatever you have memorized, that is good for a standard script. Now you have to put in logical reasoning and situational awareness into those calls and modify them and then give them. And you're good to go. You don't have to undo what you have done so far. Okay, especially realistic situations. ATC can anytime change the direction of the particular question.
From sir.
Shabrish, are you facing any challenges? Do you need any extra help? What is it that can ensure that you give a very good call for each question, confident, very solid? You don't have to feel bad about anything, students. You have to work on the area of improvement. Go through the summary that you will get in your email and just make sure everybody has shared their email on WhatsApp. The Vijay and Shabrish, you also share. Rudra, I have your email. Just share it once again as a last message so that I can quickly copy paste and send it. Mostly we'll have a session tomorrow, same time. If not, then day after tomorrow, early morning. But be prepared mentally for a 4 o'clock session tomorrow. If time changes, then I'll message you and I'm sure you're available, students. We'll do couple of more mock sessions in groups so everybody learns and then we'll do individual mocks. Divija, you will get a chance to do your mock. Right now, we are keeping them on priority because their exams in just 10 days. But you join the sessions, okay? When I give them time, I'll practice calls with you. Today's session was to practice and to see where we are. And please remember the general instructions like reading numbers, standing by, startup calls, compliance, basic things that we have found errors in should not be repeated again. Divija, you got to practice couple calls, just couple things missing that should not be missing anymore. I know you're very ready, and we have to find the root cause of what errors are being held. We will find them out when we do. So you and continue practicing till then. And Rudra, remind me to share that video with you for the lecture so that you can go through a good briefing for layout on charts.
Song, sir.
All right, students, any questions?
Negative. Victor Tango Sierra number India.
Okay. I appreciate your hard work. Anything that is pending to discuss, remind me about it so that we can continue our conversation. And all the best. Do well. I'm happy with the performances. Let's work harder, smarter, with more energy, and give great calls. Okay, students? Take care and reach out to me anytime. I'll
Thank you.
see you in next class.